Well, boys, I don't know. I got this knife off the recommendation of a viewer, and I just felt like I need to put it on the camera. They're still available. They're closing them out. They're really inexpensive, depending on where you're going to get this. I got this one from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and it's the 511 RFA assisted folder, USA made steel, that is. Okay. So it's CPM S30V. And vector assisted opening mechanism. We need to talk about the vector assisted opening system. It's really an incredible system, an incredibly crazy system. And there's your lockup on the blade. It's a full, probably 60%, maybe moving over towards 70. There you go. And it's an assisted opening. Yes, it is. And I had it tested. See the divots on there? Oh, baby, that's some hard steel right there. First of all, yes, it is correct. And I'll throw this in front of the camera. So here's the vanadium level. This is the PMI reading off the analyzer gun that reads the elements. So vanadium, chromium, all this. So yes, it is S30V, but the HRC, yikes, 55.1. Yeah, we want to start at about 58 and work our way up north, but no, we're starting kind of low here. Now, this is a coated blade. Oh, by the way, let me open this. That's something we need to talk about. Yeah, and that's the easiest it's ever opened. When I got this out of the box from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, somebody glued the blade shut. I mean, they're pranking me, right? They're pranking me. They put some Gorilla Glue all over in the pivot, shut it, and let it sit for a couple days. But actually, this is just the beauty of the vector system. And now I can see why they're being discontinued. Ooh, baby. And that was one of the easier ones. This one guy was saying no matter how much pressure from his thumb, he couldn't open it. He says it's nothing but a paperweight. No, I can open it. But the problem is, it's so much violence coming out. Your thumb's flying around. You're probably going to end up cutting yourself some way or another. Now, you do have a deep carry pocket clip. Tip up, tip down, right or left. So you got a 4-position clip here. And this is, by the way, this is the 51092, okay? Or 51092, whatever you want to say. 3.75-inch blade. That's wrong. It's a 3.5-inch blade. It is close to 8.5 overall. And it's hardened to a 58 to 60. Well, absolutely, God forbid that my test results were different. Here's the plastic it comes in, and here's the Torx. You get a Torx, and you get another set of screws. And believe me, I felt more screwed than that when I got this. I mean, one guy says it really feels cheap and wonky and this and that, and I'm going to go with that. This other guy was like, oh, fit and finish is great. No, I don't think so. I don't think fit and finish is great. I think it feels kind of cheap in the hand. And yes, it's got a recurve. Congratulations. What's easier to sharpen than a recurve? Just a more increased recurve. So there you go. You got a recurve, multi-grind, swedge. You having fun yet? You got a thumb ramp here. Ergos, it's fairly neutral here. So yeah, you can grab this. Pocket clip, makes sense. I'm not in love with this going, that far down the road. It doesn't need to. I mean, you could stop. You could stop right there, and they didn't. They just kept going for another 1.5 miles. And then, of course, put the cap head screws under a deep carry clip, which, of course, Civivi puts flat screws there because you want to have clearance for your pocket. But hey, this is 24 bucks. But by the way, there's an opportunity out there for you guys, and I wouldn't want you to miss it, because I bought it on Smoky Mountain Knife Works for $24.99 instead of $39.99. What? Contoured fiberglass reinforced nylon handle. You lucky people. And there you go, 3.5-inch drop point. At least they're getting theirs right. And they said 4.8 ounces, and that's wrong. It's 5.2. But let me kick back all the rest of the stuff. If you really want the deal, go to Knife Center, okay? They've got it, instead of $129, it's only $69.95. But wait, there's more. We're talking about the same knife, right? Okay, I mean, I kept looking back and forth going, uh-oh, what am I missing? But really, if you want the ultimate deal, it's on Blade HQ for a full $119.99. So now I'm thinking 24 wasn't such a bad deal. Just thinking, okay? Now, it really is S30V blade, and let's check it out a little bit, okay? 0.54 of an inch thick at about 14 millimeters, and blade stock is 3.5 millimeters at 0.14. Okay, now will it even cut anything? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Whoops. Discontinued. Okay. No, it feels relatively sharp. Not bad. Okay. Reverse grip feels pretty good. Blade shape is not attractive to me at all. You got a fuller on both sides though. So, and this is a Mike Melkamp design. So there you go. And you got Taiwan, S30V. Oh boy, you got all kinds of patent numbers. And then you got this. And then you got this badging. So you're badged up. Nothing like getting fully badged up. You got ambidextrous, thumb studs. So that's good. And you got a steel liner in here that's not skeletonized, really. No. But it is full steel liners here. And they're black. And the hardware is black. It looks reasonably decent. The hardware does. I don't know why, here's the screws here. But, if we're going to do the pocket clip, well, let's put the really tall ones in. I mean, you could have used these screws on the pocket clip. It'd have been, way better. And then you got your standoffs here. So it's solid. I mean, it feels structural. I mean, it's tough and probably very resistant to chemicals and things like that. Plus, it's grippy. It's real grippy. So there you go. I mean, as far as a true beater status knife, well, this might be it. I mean, this is something you definitely won't mind if you drop it on the ground, kick it around, that kind of thing. And this one guy was saying, well, what I did is I put the spring in the maximum tension position and just let it sit, and that'll help stretch it. So, that may be an idea, actually, to do that and get that to relax a bit because, wow, baby, that's tough. By the way, here's some of the guys reviewing it, and at closeout, it's a great price. Yeah, sure is. Oh, knife will not open with one hand. Assisted opening is a joke. This is the one I do regret purchasing. 1 out of 4. So, I mean, my girlfriend can't open. That was another one. I'm sorry. Broken it in. Yeah. She can't open it without using 2 hands, even now that I've broken it in. Yeah, it is. It's tough. And, so there's some people, poor design, cheap feeling, decent blade, blah, blah, blah. Well, the blade may be and a no buy for girly men is correct. Oh, yeah. nothing more than a paperweight. I cannot open it no matter what. So if you have arthritic hands or something, this may not be the knife for you, by the way. But as a beater, I mean, the design flows here. Oh, blade to handle length is pretty decent. Okay, so yes, and where's the balance point? Well, it's right there. Right? It's rocking around, but it's right there. Okay, and that pass through is easy. It's jimped here. It's easy to push this out of the way. Look at that nice drop, all the way down to where the assisted takes over. So, yeah, actually, this is getting better. Thank God for small favors. Yeah, it just depends on how you feel. The blade design, I think, looks wonky. I'm not big on black blades, and I'm definitely not big on black. So if you like black on black, there you go. Of course, our HRC numbers could be off a point, maybe even a point and a half, because of the coated blade. Coated blade gives you a little softer reading than a non-coated, depending on the coating, okay? So if you want to, in your mind, justify that this is not a 55 HRC and this is really a 58, then you're in dreamland, but it might be a 56. So, and that makes it easier to sharpen, doesn't it? Lanyard hole all the way through here. And what's the weight? 4.8 ounces. No, 5.2. Okay? And they don't say it on the box, but they say it's a 3 3/4 inch blade back here. But it's not a 3 3/4 inch blade. It's a 3.5 inch blade. It's 3.5 inch blade, 90 millimeter overall, close to 8.5. So if you want to say 8.5, okay, I'll go with you on that. 21.5 centimeters. Ah, yes. And should we disassemble this? No, I'm not going to. I don't even want to look at the springs on this thing. I mean, first of all, it's a $24 shooter, and that's probably about all it's worth. Unfortunately, if the steel would have been a 58 to a 60, just the blade alone would have been worth the $24. But I can't imagine somebody paying $120 for this. I mean, in my wildest, and SRP, full MSRP is $129, $119 on Blade HQ, $69 on Knife Center. Just say no, please God help me. But Smoky Mountain, okay, $24. Okay, you might want to get a couple. I mean, if you can lighten that spring, you probably take this apart and you could probably, adjust that spring a little bit. And I have never done that, but I thought that might be interesting to try. But I just don't think it's worth my time personally. But if you think it's cool and you like the design, and the price is awesome and you got time on your hands, go ahead, dig into it. You could relax the spring. It's been done before. And see what you can do. Maybe over time it'll just get better on its own. Although you can see it's not really centered. I have no play or problems. Anytime I see, as I'm squeezing the knife. So, got clicking sounds there. Oh, well. Hey, I'm not knocking it for $24, but I just can't even see it at the $65 mark, personally. There's just so many good knives out there. I mean, this is well under $60, and this is ceramic bearings. It's D2 done right. And this is really a solid, easy to function with knife, the Civivi Vexor. And there's so many, Bestech, Civivi. Get a Rat 1, get something, Hey, 120, add $20 and get the ZT 0357. You know, it's got 20 CV blade. It's definitely easier assisted opening than this piece of garbage. So, what the hell? Okay, I'm going to let you be. But yeah, interesting. I just had to put it on my channel because it's going to be on my steel test, batch number 29, where I disclose, the elements and the HRC just like I did in this video. Just not for me. It'll be on my next table sale, and it'll be out of here. Out of here. And just remember, we love them knives. Mostly. And you guys stay sharp.